Welcome to part 49 of Dynasty Warriors 4 Extreme Legends, and today we're going on a campaign against Sun Jian. We have our choices between Dong Zhuo, Lu Bu, Yuan Shao, and the Yellow Turbans. Now, here's a little word of advice to everyone. If you want to get the weapon here, get this as Yuan Shao. Otherwise, I'm going to show you how to beat this without too much problem when you're playing as every other force, because Yuan Shao works a little bit differently if you want to get the special item. Yeah, as you can see, Sun Jian is in the castle for right now, but here's a little hint for everyone who plays this stage. That's not gonna be the case. Once again, it's Wu trickery. You're going to have to try to bust open his strategy in order to actually find out what kind of plan Sun Jian is up to. However, once he does show up and try to take the main camp, that's where all the problems begin, provided you're playing as subordinates. If you're not playing as subordinates, and you're playing as the main commander, then it wouldn't be a problem for you. Rather, they'll try to show up from behind and try to take down all your forces and lower their morale. To start things off, you're going to have to face off against Zhou Tai and whatever sub-general he happened to have at the time. So, in other words, you're going to have to get rid of Zhou Tai as well as the sub-general. I think somebody actually killed Zhou Tai. Damn, I think that was one of my soldiers that did it. But on the other hand, you're going to have to kill Ling Tong and Lu Meng in order to actually open the gate on the other side. It's best to kill off both of these guys if you are playing as a subordinate, because if you try to get to the main castle, it's going to be a troublesome affair for you. Because once you get to the main castle, the ambush begins, and then everyone is going to have to turn back to the main camp to save the commanding officer. But I'm the commanding officer here, so that means I'm just going to search out all of the ambushes, and that's why it's a really long part, because of the fact that the ambushes are time sensitive. Every last one of them. But rushing to the main camp is what you need to do as Yuan Shao. Now, why... Oh wait, Zhou Tai's right over here, never mind. Anyway, now, why am I saying that you need to rush over to the main camp as Yuan Shao? In this stage, real simple. The charge bracer is actually available here if you manage to get to the main camp of Sun Jian, sorry. And Sun Quan is in the main camp, actually. As soon as you manage to open up the gates, and before reinforcements arrive. Now, once the main camp is seized, you only got a limited amount of time. You gotta go straight to the southern part of the castle and kill the supply team before they get away, because yeah, they actually is a checkpoint there that'll open once you manage to get to the castle. So once you kill the supply team, that's when you're gonna get the charge bracer. And from there, if you have the charge bracer, that just means you won't be attacked while you're charging, or at least you'll be invincible while you're performing charge attacks. Alright, now here's Lu Meng. I think that's going to be your only obstacle into getting in.
My lord.
And by the way, I managed to get an attack +4 from Zhou Tai. Now, considering this is going to be on normal, you will get like +4s and +8s. Well, actually no, just +4s. +8s will come into play if you're playing on hard or chaos mode. You'll definitely like reap the fringe benefits here. But again, you want to try to bust up Liu Bei. No, not Liu Bei. Why did I say Liu Bei? That's Sun Jian. Wrong ruler. You gotta have to bust up his plot. As soon as you find out where his plot is, I mean, there's gonna be like an ambush troop on the right and an ambush troop on the left. Once you find out what's going on, then Sun Jian will make his appearance. And when he does, that's going to be something else. Oh, hold on a second. I think I got a phone call. I had the ringer on, but this one's kind of important. I'll be right back. Sorry about that abrupt interruption, but it's time for us to continue on over to the left side of the field. Yes, this is Hefei, in case you're wondering. Oh, and by the way, there is something I need to mention. I'm doing this because Dong Zhuo and Lu Bu do not have a special weapon here. It's just Yuan Shao. But even then, it's better to sniff these guys out if you're the commander, as opposed to actually trying to run straight to the main camp and only for the other camp to show up and get ransacked. I mean, that's basically what's going on here, and I do believe an ambush will be showing up pretty soon. Gan Ning will be the one doing the ambush here on the left side of the field, whereas on the right side of the field, it's Shang Xiang.
Now that I'm here, you guys
But once it comes to a point where, there's the enemy ambush right there. As a matter of fact, there he is. Alright, time to take Gan Ning to school. I'm surprised I actually had to challenge him in a duel. Alright, think about Gan Ning. If this was Jiaku, this would be a hard duel to deal with, because his Musou breaks guard. But you could actually catch Gan Ning off guard when he literally dashes around, and it'll take him a while to get his animation back. And once you do, you can just hit him with either a charge attack or just start comboing on him. But be careful, once he starts getting into the red, he will dash around the screen again. The one thing about his Musou, if there's a corner, he'll trap you in it. However, since that's not the case, I managed to stop Gan Ning. So with that said, it's time for us to go to the right side, since we've already taken down one ambush plot. Now for the other ambush plot, which Shang Xiang will be waiting on the right side. I will tell you, if she waits on the right side of the field, you're gonna have no choice but to actually cut through the middle in order for you to get through. Because I do believe once you get to the right side of the field, she starts breaking the bridge and eventually sets you up for a fire attack. So, everything so far is going great. I mean, you don't have to fight a whole bunch of high morale officers, but pretty much sniffing out all the ambushes would make things a little bit simpler. I mean, it's not like you could actually catch Sun Jian, and unfortunately you can't. He will end up in your base no matter what you do. This will actually make it to where he won't have as much morale as he would have if you'd have just Leroy Jenkins into the base. Alright. And by the way, this also would be the same place where the two chows took place. God forbid that damn mission. Nonetheless, we just need to get through this place without any more problems. Now, is there anything else I need to say? Because we won't be going there for another minute. Oh yeah, I almost forgot something very important. Sun Quan will be taking the place of Sun Jian if you manage to break through the main castle gate. He'll be there, you'll beat him, but it won't matter because Sun Jian will show up in the, in your camp, actually. With to force you to have to go back and deal with Sun Jian. Also, another tip for the people who play this particular stage on Dynasty Warriors 4 Empires: be very wary of where the main camp is. If it's in the castle, you will be fine. If it's not in the castle, you are screwed, because again, in 4 Empires, you don't have to actually take bases in a chain. You will probably end up in some sort of trouble if you have a base that's all the way out in the outskirts or in the open, where there's 2 specific spots where the main camp can be taken. So yeah, there's that. I just wanted to let you know. I'm trying to think of things to say, because until the ambush plot here happens, there's not really much happening on screen except me killing enemies. Yeah, it may seem boring because I'm overpowered, but at the same time, I'm trying to make it to where you won't have to face highly inspired officers trying to kill you. I'm just saying. Alright. Let's waste these guys, and let's keep on going. Alright, out of the way. I'm gonna have to go to the right-hand side again, and hopefully this time the ambush will show up. I mean, we're almost done. After this, we've got 2 more videos. I gotta say though, I'm actually starting to feel sad because I love this game. I really do. And
I could wipe out this rabble with my eyes closed.
There's the actual mobilization timestamp. I forgot about that. And it happens right when you're at a high morale, I suppose. And you've actually tried to find out all the ambush plots. So I think that means that we're about to get into a ambush with Shang Xiang, because she's going to break the bridge. But as I was about to say, I actually like this game. I really do. And it's sad that I may have to end it. I mean, after the next 2 parts, it's it. It's over with. But, I just want to say, we still have about maybe 3 more games, possibly 4, and I would have done the whole, actually, yeah, 4 more games, really, because I would have to literally redo Dynasty Warriors 7, now that Dynasty Warriors 7 Extreme Legends is on Steam. But unfortunately, they didn't bring Dynasty Warriors 7 Empires to Steam. That's kind of BS. But nonetheless, we're going to be going over to Shang Xiang. And meanwhile, I got to decide. I know for a fact that after 4, 5 is next. But 8 is going to be the one that I have to... yeah, 8 is going to be the one that I have the trouble with. I haven't had the choice of either doing Extreme Legends or try to fight with the Xbox 360 to do the regular 8. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter, because I don't have all the DLC for either. And then there's Dynasty Warriors 9, which is, by the way, I gotta redo the review, because once again, there was more stuff added to the updates. Oh, and by the way, before I mention anything, Shang Xiang should not be any problem. Just block her. I mean, you're in a secluded area this time around as opposed to being in a wide open area where she would be most dangerous. In a secluded area, all you have to do is just block her and she'll end up going around you, but you'll be able to strafe out of the way and smack her a couple of times, like I just did. And now that I stop and think about it, there was one more Dynasty Warriors game left. Dynasty Warriors 1, which I do have. I gotta test to see if that actually works. I mean, hell, I can't just, like, rush into the game blindfolded, you know? Or maybe I can, I don't know. I just gotta make sure that the game works after all. Because Dynasty Warriors 1 was a fighting game. So yeah, we only got like 4 Dynasty Warriors games left in particular. Yeah, 5, 8, 9, and 1. And if I do buy Dynasty Warriors... Oh! Just when I was about to make any announcements, Sun Jian shows up, and also Sun Ce shows up with some ambushes. Which, by the way, again, if you sniff out all the ambush plots, Sun Jian will either A, bring some more forces into the fight, or B, what was the next thing? Oh yes, he'll get tired and show up in your main camp. But Shang Xiang did break the bridge, so therefore you won't be able to cross in that area ever again. Which leaves us with Su Shang and also Sun Jian. I want to try to lower Sun Jian's morale down to 0, because morale is king in this game. And the lower Sun Jian's morale is, the better. Yeah, Sun Quan did not show up, so I didn't actually make it into the castle. But I do know that there is a dim sum in the castle, and there is a angel wine in one of the areas. I think I picked it up earlier. Yeah, sorry I'm flip-flopping subjects, but I'm just trying to think of what else left. I mean, I've pretty much almost done most of the series. I mean, most of it anyway. There's still a matter of Dynasty Warriors, what was that? God damn it, I'm trying to think. Strike Force, yes! There's still a matter of Dynasty Warriors Strike Force. And then there's Dynasty Warriors Gunman, provided my Xbox 360 is working. And there's also the fact of, I think there's other Dynasty Warriors games. Oh yeah, that's right. There are other Dynasty Warriors games on PS4. That one RPG Dynasty Warriors game. I think Dynasty Warriors Next. That one's also available. I'll probably think about doing those in the near future if I can record them. Because for right now, I can record 8. The problem in the matter is there's going to be lagging due to the capture card. On one end. On the other end, I've got to fight with the Xbox to make sure it works. Even then, there's going to be lagging and slowdown on Dynasty Warriors 8, because in all versions of Dynasty Warriors 8, there's lagging and slowdown. I can't win in that department. Oh wait, there's the dim sum. I thought it was in the palace. I made a mistake. It's the angel wine that's in the palace. Never mind. The dim sum was just sitting right there, in the same spot where it was in the last couple of battles that took place here. And ow, I bit my tongue again. Damn it. I need to go to a dentist. I need to realign my jaw. Anyhow, it's time for us to take on Sun Jian, who has barely any morale left. And that's the way I like it. Chop down his morale to where he is nothing. Because if he pulled off that surprise attack earlier, Sun Jian's morale would be around 8. And it would be almost hard to deal with him. And you would have to fight off most of his soldiers just to lower Sun Jian's morale. I think Sun Jian does have the lightning gem, so... No, lightning orb, sorry. So, bear that in mind. Or Sun Ce actually had the blast orb. Yeah, I forgot to mention that, but I killed off Sun Ce so quickly because it's Lu Bu after all. But yeah, Sun Ce actually had the blast orb, and so did... No, and Sun Quan, if you actually made it to the palace, actually had the flame orb, so there's that too. And Shang Xiang also had the thunder orb. I mean, the lightning orb, that's all. But whatever the case, folks, we've took out the Sun family, and I think that's the last time we'll ever have to deal with their parlor tricks. Yeah, remember the attack of the clones. Well, whatever the case, folks, I don't think we've earned anything of value here. Hopefully, we'll be closer and closer to maxing out Lu Bu's weapon, where I can actually show you how to get it up. Oh. Well, I'm gonna have to stick to normal and max it out there. And I'll do so easily on Lu Bu Revolt. This is RP Man 985. See you guys in the final battle of the free mode, Lu Bu's Revolt. As obviously we're gonna be playing as Lu Bu. And that way I'm gonna show you how to get the level 10 weapon, even though it's gonna be fought on normal because I don't have it at level 9 yet. See you guys next time.